Good morning, everybody. We start the streaming for today, which is Wednesday, the 7th of June, 2023. We are approaching the London Open in about 15 minutes. We are looking at this chart of the Euro USD. I will look at the Dixie like usually, the setup chart of the Euro USD, and the events. So concerning the data for today, we don't have anything important. We have now in 2 or 3 minutes the trade balance for France. Then we have ECB de Guindos speaking. De Guindos is important because he's vice president and he's an important guy in the ECB. Retail sales at 10 o'clock for the Italian side, monthly. So we'll see if we stay in positive side or if we go under the zero, which would be not very bullish for the Euro USD, of course. Then a lot of speakers this morning, ECB de Guindos, then Panetta at 11 o'clock, then Fernandez Bolo. I don't know this guy yet, probably new from Spain or whatever, at 11 o'clock and 10 minutes together with Panetta. They speak probably together. Then the NBA 30 years mortgage rate, well, that's not really so important for us. Balance trade for CAD at 230 and US balance trade at 232. And then we have the import price. The crude oil thing is really not important for our market. So that's another light day, I would say. Let's see what we get with those data right now. Okay, I take this one here. Where is it? It's there. So we'll see if we get an update right now. And at the same time, I take this one. ECB Schnabel says on rate, we have more ground to cover, so it's a bullish. I will depend on incoming data, blah, blah, blah. Nothing new here. So we should have this. Okay, so I have the trend balance on the other side. -7 was forecasted. We have -9 billion. I don't really think it's a big game changer, but I will post it anyway in the room right now. So you can have it. Okay, so I am long right now at 106.72.6, 106.72.6. Because we have this data, because we are approaching the time pivot, because we are on this level. The most important here, sorry, is we had set up on the 5 and 15 minutes. So I just took this small trade there. I think we could still look for this A area, probably the B2, and the D would be the final target on that move. We could go stop a little bit before even do not touch the channel bottom. This is the actual channel. The retest of this channel should provide a reaction. We didn't get it yet. We mostly get it here. We could consider it's one. It depends how we place this. If you take this high here, then you have this touch. So it's a little bit different, but the real channel is that one, definitely. So there is nothing to look at here. I would think we would go lower this morning, so that's why I had this trade at break even, but we'll see what happens now. And Dixie is at some fib there. I will show it right now very soon. We will look at this. You see we have this 2360 inside fib here. which is an important one. All those inside fib here are reacting, so this is why I took this trade. From the volume side, we have nothing. We have a QV 123 soon. This area, which is an area I'm really looking at from the volume point of view, 106.20 would be important. Do we have any confluence? 106.20, so it would be there, you see. So it could be in this area is important. I will put it there because with a comment, volume confluence. So we don't need it so big. Oops. So like that, we have it here. We cannot miss it. I will just double check it's right. This area 122 to 119, something like this. So I will clone it and put two of them so we have it. So this is the area of confluence on the volume side. Okay, so we lock that, not moving anymore. Okay, this is done. So as you see, we go a little bit lower as I am expecting. We could stop if I look at on the other side on this fib that we have been respecting mostly now. Okay, on the work chart. So we had the consolidation volume block, then we have a Q123, 106.50. So we'll see where we get inside the open. For now, we are respecting this low. We broke under, so it's important. If we look at the setup now, just to have a fresh thing. The 1 hour is coming here. We have the 15-minute already. Any 5-minute would make a 3-time frame setup. 15, 5, 15, and 1 hour. When we will get the hourly close at 9, we should go lower because we already dropped since the last close. Even this one should join, and the weekly is now in the lows too. Okay, so that's just telling us we are getting ready. Each time we bounce, the setup is moving a little bit, and it's coming back lower. But we have the fuel accumulating in this in the upside direction. If we look at the ASEAN, one important thing, if you look very well, it's exactly the top of the Monday ASEAN top. Okay, you see it very well here. We broke through the bottom. We came back to retest it mostly on the monthly open, and now we are looking south for now. So this is where we are at this time. And concerning the setup, as I just said, we have the 5-minute, the 15-minute, that the 5-minute need to join, the 15 is getting ready. We can have some room still, and the 1 hour should be much better in about 8 minutes when we will get there. So we would have something nice on the open, perhaps from now to 9:10 we should get something, and or to the time channel at 9:30. Okay, so this is what we have here on the Dixie side. Just to look at everything. So you see there is no divergence yet. This is a 1 hour chart here. So we are aligning. There is no real divergence here. There was a little bit of negative divergence at this point yesterday in the middle of the afternoon, but we bounced anyway. I just put this extension yesterday, already. I already spoke about this, so this could be a target area if we extend that move 100%. For now, we are struggling again on the mostly on the 88.60 fib inside here. Important level are there, the 61.8, the 50%, big confluence here with the weekly, daily 2021 exponential moving average. Whatever happened, when we would drop here, we would get a bounce. And on the top side, still what could be the target of that move, which would put the Euro USD around the 38.20 fib, which is the daily and weekly 50 MA, daily 200 moving average. Okay. And we have at the same time an important area here, which is this YB22 extension at the 113 extension we have there. You see how well it has been acting in the past together with the red fib we have there. If we look at the other chart, it's the same thing. We have this 22 fib I was showing in the previous one in confluence here with this 2360. It's the 2360 retracement of the Dixie. So on the Euro USD, we are already under it. On the Dixie, we retested. That's when I went long the Euro USD yesterday, when we retested this 2360. So we could, if we retest it again, 1, 2, we could break through it and probably retest that. We have that since last week. This chart with the most important fib here, the 2122 retracement. It's the retracement of the correction since September 2022. This is the same retracement, the big retracement from 2008 to 2022. So it's a very big one over there. And this is the big yearly ABC. So we will see what happens if we get there. For sure, if we would get there now or here, we will have a pullback because we have a setup in place already. So we will see what we get in the next 5 minutes with the London Open. I would not be surprised to see a little bit of push higher, knowing that now we have some room here, so we could look lower on the Euro USD if this one would decide to go higher. Okay? So as I said, I'm long 106.72, something like this. I posted it in the room, I hope. I don't know. Sorry, I'm not sure. Yes, I did. Okay, so this is what we have here from the fib point of view. If we look at this volume, so you see we are again in this volume area. You see how well the Q123 here has been playing, especially on the top we had here, which was at the same time a fib here, the 38.20 fib. So we have been holding that area, but sorry, not the chart I want, but we see we have this very nice Q123 there. So if we would go higher, when we would go higher, we have the next level ready for that. I will update it as soon as we will be back here. I can put this one big because it's the most important of these charts. And that's where we are. We are on the D50. This D50 is an old one, but it's still holding the price nicely. So you see how well here we had the 2360, we had the volume area, we had a real confluence of fib there. So this is what we are looking at, and we'll see if we break higher or not this morning. You see that we bounce. I think I already said it a few in the previous streaming, but we bounce on the beginning of the month right on these lows here. Okay, so you have this bounce. So we could consider this as a small head and shoulder pattern, blah, blah, blah. We'll see if that is confirmed or not. But for now, we stay with the fib, and of course, we bounce right to the pip on this 2360 fib. Okay, so it's important because we want to see if we can break, and you see the high was right on the 38.2. From that fib perspective point of view, the next big level would be 105.69, 105.69. So if we look on this fib, 105.69 would be in this area, which would be, of course, the confluence. Where is my confluence with the weekly and the daily? It's here, 105.69, boom, to the pip on that weekly 50. You see that? So it's important to keep this in mind. We have this confluence built in there. This is, yes, and the reason why I have this big fib there is because you see it's mostly to the pip, the 1140 fib of that move. So it's very important because this fib is the one that could be driving the move. It's a little bit tricky because I took this high here, not that one, but unfortunately, I would say we have seen it has been working quite very well. The 1140, then we have this 38.2. So there should be here two different fibs, if I would say, and we should have, it's locked, so I will clone it. So I will clone this one, put a different color. We already have that fib on some other charts that I have. So we should take this high on this one, which would be more logical than that one. But you see the difference is really shy, really very, very small there. Oops, and look. So I will, come on. It's not unlocked. So we have the open right now. So you see the difference is really minimum. So what is this low here? 76.98. Okay. So now I can lock it. So you see the difference is not big, but what makes me look at it is the fact that we stop right on the 1140 of it on the top of this September 22 high we have in place. So as I repeat always, many are looking at this as a potential huge ABC up, which would look at the 121, which would be a double top with this high. Okay, if we take this move and extend it, we mostly go there. I have that with an ABC thing. My view is that we have that ABC, but looking down for now. Whatever happened, we have that on the other charts. But it's interesting to see that because we see how well we have been looking at that inside fib over there in many occasions. Here on the bottom on this 1140 fib, here in many occasions. So I'm keeping a close eye on this one. You see the lows here on the 2360. So it's really an interesting one to look at the end. Okay. So we had a little bit of bounce inside the Dixie is going there. The euro setup here. So now we have room on the downside on the Euro USD. So we could see another push lower inside the time channel. We had this bounce and we are struggling on this old 2360 with the YTD. We could not break through it right now. So this is where we are. And if we look lower, we know what to look for. We have our work chart with the several fib over there that we can use in case of a push lower, which is still the same for me. I look to get long. As I said already at the beginning of this streaming, there is not a lot of data this morning. So we have those speakers. So we have to put attention on the speakers. I cannot see them very dovish on the Euro USD. They could say we will soon stop or whatever. But what is clear is we still have 2 or 3 or even 4 more heights on the ECB side, with probably none or just one on the Fed side. Okay. So that makes the gap that we have on the rate hike cycle, which is giving us more confluence of information looking for a bullishness of the Euro USD. So I hope that's clear. If you have any question, let me know. If not, then we just look at what's happening now and we see if we can break. We still have to break these Monday highs. I have a phone call, so I'm back with you in 2 seconds. Hello? Okay, I'm back. Sorry, it was longer than expected. So what? Where are we? We are struggling. We are struggling here. We have the 9:30 time pivot now, so I missed nothing. I was eyeing it anyway when I was speaking on the phone. I will stop the recording. Oops, my gosh, I just left the recording 40 minutes. Anyway, you look what you want in the recording.